Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I am currently out of the country visiting family, but I still wanted to make something and post something, so here we are. I did bring my iPad with me. I didn't bring any other supplies minus like some mechanical pencils, just like a little pencil case, because I was hoping if I do a traditional art stream here, then I could buy maybe some art supplies that I normally can't get in Japan, but unfortunately I haven't found anything that's really worth it to get. Plus I'm trying not to buy too much stuff so I don't have a ton to lug back to Japan with me. So yeah, the main painting that I've done has been on my iPad, and I decided to do a set of eggs. Sounds a little bit random, but I don't think it is. I think some of my best sellers actually in my shop are the fried egg stickers and like breakfast time memo pad sets that I sell. And that is one of my favorite pieces that I've done. It was done in gouache, that fried egg. And I just like the look of fried eggs. So I really wanted to make like a sticker sheet with a few different fried eggs. Initially I was going to do 6, and I got 6 different reference images, and then I ended up choosing 5 of those to paint, and then in the end only 3 of them really came out the way I wanted them to, because the lighting and the other reference images were just, it was so different, and I suppose I could have edited the reference images to make them more cohesive with the other ones, but I thought, you know what, sometimes when I make a sticker sheet and there's only one sticker of each design, I feel like people, this is how I feel when I use sticker sheets, I feel like they might be afraid to use one of those stickers because there's only one. So I thought, okay, let's just stop with 3, and then I can do multiples of each egg so that when you use them you don't have to feel bad about using the last one. Well, until you use the last one. But you'll get a few different stickers of each design. So that's what I'm planning to do with this one. We have 3 eggs total. I painted these in MediBang Paint. I do have the premium version, the paid version, but it's usually free. Really the only difference between the free version and the paid version, which is really only like, what, $3 maybe? $2.99 a month, is ads. So if you have the free version, you have ads on the screen, and they're a little bit annoying, and for me, because my iPad's quite old, they were causing quite a bit of lag. Also, they're, again, just annoying, and I'd rather just support the company anyway. So I do have the paid version, but the free version does work just as well. Again, there's really not any different features apart from, I think, the cloud is not, like, you get either no cloud or limited like amount of data you can upload. So because my iPad's old and it has very little memory, I do save pretty much everything now onto the cloud, apart from the time lapses, which is what you're seeing right here. These are individual time lapses. Hopefully they're easy to watch, and they're the same, relatively same speed, because I kind of have to guess like how fast they're gonna be based on like how many, they show you how many frames are in the video. So yeah, that's what I did. I just turned on the time lapse and started drawing. I could have screen recorded, but that does take a lot more memory. Again, I have limited memory on my iPad. But yeah, this was just done on my iPad with an Apple Pencil, and it was fun. It was a good time. I had the reference window open with my individual reference images because I will be selling these. I did get these, I think, mainly off of Pixabay and Pexels, and they are royalty-free images. So if you plan to use any reference images for artwork that you're then going to sell, you should always choose royalty-free images or else pay for a license. These ones happen to be royalty-free. So maybe I should talk about the process a little bit when it comes to painting these eggs. There's not much to say. It's not very different from my usual process, except I really didn't do any like blending. I didn't use the mix brush, which I do tend to use. If you've seen my other time lapses from MediBang Paint, I tend to use those with like drawing people and stuff, but I really liked the look of these without blending. Like, I didn't want them to look like plastic eggs. I wanted them to look a little more delicious, maybe, than even real life, with like extra shiny highlights and stuff, but for the most part, I figured if I went in with a mix brush, it's probably just gonna look like a toy egg or something. So I didn't. I do have a custom watercolor brush that I use on MediBang Paint. It's just a slightly like altered version of the default watercolor brush with the soft edge. So it's a little bit different, but the settings aren't so different, just like increased blending and a little bit more payload or a little less depending on what I needed. So you could probably make the same things, something very similar. I don't have my exact settings like here to describe to you, but if anyone's interested, let me know and I will give you a screenshot or something. But it's just the default brushes. Really, I just tried to like choose colors that were more in between, like the colors already laid down to blend things, rather than go in with the mix brush, because I just like it makes like a, I don't know, more painterly look, and just it made it look delicious. I think these look delicious, and I'm very jealous because I get a stomachache every time I eat a fried egg, and so usually I have to cook them very thoroughly, like scrambled eggs or hard-boiled eggs, to not get a stomachache, and I very, 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 very much miss dipping buttered toast into a runny egg. Ugh. So good, but I can't do it anymore, so I'm going to live vicariously through my art and just paint delicious eggs. I think maybe you might notice this bottom egg here is a little bit darker than the rest. I did go and make like a wallpaper just for myself from my desktop, and I went and lightened it up. So I think when I make the sticker sheet, I will also lighten that up a little bit, and just so they look a bit more, again, cohesive. And that's about it. Just adding the finishing touches, like the little bits of pepper and stuff, and that's the whole egg set. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!